Well, this Second Chance Pets is a full-blown puppy pile.
Yes, we have 8, count them up, 8 puppies up for adoption at the Humane Society for Southwest Washington. So let's go right to our friend Sam Ellingson with the puppies.
Living
How
the dream
about
this morning,
that? Good
Sam.
morning.
Good morning. Yeah, you're right. It is a puppy pile. We have 8, which is that is what defines a minimum of 8 is what defines a pile.
That's a pile.
So
Okay.
we were able to pull it off this morning.
Technical term.
Yes,
Technical
scientific
term.
definition.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Tell us about these 8 cute pups.
Yeah, so these are little Chihuahua Rat Terrier mixes. They are around 9 weeks old, and they came to us with a very interesting story. So a member of our community found them in a box. Sadly, they were also in the box with a mom and another puppy who had sadly passed away.
Oh.
Yeah. And so they brought the puppies to us because obviously they were concerned about their health. They were afraid that they could be sick. Now, of course, when we have concerns about any sort of illness that could be contagious with other dogs in the shelter, we want to make sure that we keep them out of the shelter. So we were able to work with the family. We asked them if they would be willing to foster these puppies for a while so we could continue to monitor them, make sure they were healthy. And fortunately, they were willing to do that. So the puppies came in, they got an exam. Our medical team set them up with everything they would need to make sure they had their preventative care while they were in foster. We sent them home with some toys, treats, food, got them all set up for everything that they would need. And the family continued to monitor them for a week. They didn't show any additional signs of illness. Whoops, excuse me. Breaking up a little fight. It's a good thing I have a kid. Have experience with this.
I know, right?
And so they were determined they were healthy, and they came back a few days ago. They got spayed and neutered yesterday, and now they are just this very lovely, sweet, adorable pile of madness, ready to find new homes.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Well, shout out to that foster family for being willing to step up too. That is such a huge help.
Sam, can you name each and every single one of them right now?
I can, but it's also because I printed out their names and they're hanging right under my phone. So it's Lilo, Hayden, Rufus, Scooby, Philly, Yorkie, Stitch, and Dixie. The only one I know is Yorkie because Yorkie's the white one. The rest of them, no clue. Not a single clue.
Oh my gosh.
Well done. Well done.
They are so cute. Well, I mean, they look like so much fun to play with, but of course, there are some different things to be thinking about if you're going to adopt a puppy versus an adult dog. What should someone be considering if they are looking at these guys going, I need one?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So with puppies, of course, you want to sort of consider the same thing we would consider with a human baby. They're going to be curious. They're going to explore their environment. They're going to get into things that you probably don't want them to get into. So you do sort of need to puppy-proof your house, putting away anything that a puppy could chew on that could potentially cause some damage, making sure there are no small toys that they can ingest, and doing all of the sort of the same things you would want to do for a human baby, setting up your environment to make sure they're safe. Now, in addition to that, we want to make sure, like most dogs, we want to start these puppies out on the right paw once they get into their new home. So some training would be a really great way to ensure that these puppies are going to be happy and healthy and also just really good members of a household. So getting them started on training classes, they are never too young to get started on some training, whether you're starting it at home or you're enrolling in dog training classes in the community. We offer those here at the Humane Society as well. So helping them get to know their environment, exposing them to the world around them, and helping them understand things like getting in a car, going outside, loud noises, all of these things that we're sort of acclimating them to. Those are all the things you want to plan for when you have a puppy at home.
Nice. And if somebody ends up, at the Humane Society of Southwest Washington to adopt, they can always ask those questions to one of your experts on staff there too. So never be afraid to ask those questions. I am curious about the breed, Sam. You mentioned, was it Chihuahua and Rat Terrier? What kind of energy levels are we dealing with, not just as a puppy, but throughout all of life?
Yeah. So, I think it's probably safe to assume they're going to have a little bit of a Napoleon complex going on with these dogs. These fairly typical small dog behavior. Might have a little bit of a big attitude. Rat Terriers also are going to be really curious, sort of persistent dogs who want a little bit of a job to do. So keeping them busy is going to be something important too. But I mean, when you're bringing one of these dogs home for the first time, you're really able to set the tone for your household and getting them used to the spaces where they can and can't go. Getting them some toys and some enrichment. But the most important thing is really just getting them used to the environment around them. I think they're going to be really great, really sweet little dogs. I mean, they're incredibly cuddly. They're very loving. they play together pretty well for the most part, aside from a few scuffles that we're going to expect with any with any puppy.
That happens between siblings. It happens.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, they are so cute. I wish we could climb in there and join you in that pen this morning. They just look like so much fun. Well,
I have to say too, I'm pretty impressed the fact that there hasn't been any potty accidents in here yet, and
Hey.
so this might be the first. Yeah, one of my coworkers is knocking on wood over in the corner.
right, exactly.
You
She's
ruined it.
the same for you.
But we're doing good so far.
All right,
Good.
well, we'll give them the hook before we lose that battle there.
Yeah.
So, all
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Sam, always appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
All right.
Of course, I'm sure those cuties are going to be finding their forever homes real soon. If you want to check out those pups and see all of the animals up for adoption at the Humane Society for Southwest Washington, you can check out more right now on coin.com. Just click on AM Extra.
Well, hey, music's biggest night is only a few days away. Emily